On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
When you said something, I agree with you. When I think it's right, look at you. You don't even let. Look, I'm in peace. I'm in peace, and you're still talking over me. Why? And that's why I say it's so much masculine. It's so much masculine energy because how can you come for a dude with a reindeer hoodie on?
Are you gonna get a new line? Like it's been like 2 months.
He's been saying it. He said the first show I was on. He was hey, why are you so masculine?
He has no other rhetoric or no other.
Okay, that's not true. I said that I gave you a lot of credit in being in your feminine energy on some shows too.
No, I'm talking about from the first. I'm just saying you've been saying this for a long time.
I mean, if I see a chick in a masculine energy, then they're masculine. Like, don't get mad at me because I call a spade a spade.
Go upside down.
Okay, why is you even talking to defender? It don't make no sense. This is what I'm saying. You're see, no other person on the panel. You don't see Rilla jumping in to defend me. You don't see Trill or JR jumping in to defend me.
I've seen it.
You don't see none of that. But what we see right here,
Kayla, you said both of our names. Whatever her poll was is based on the people that
talking about women getting divorced.
But in general, just about anything.
But hold on, y'all. It's a difference between a survey and facts. It's a fact that women file for divorce the overwhelming majority of the time. Now we can argue over what the percentages is or whatever and all of that other type of stuff, but she's absolutely correct. Like the data is the data as far as, and often at times, because I remember a lot of those conversations, what Amira would cite, what she would cite is the most recent data as it relates to how women have filed for divorce. I mean, it's a fact. And see, the thing that's the problem with Kay and Kayla, let me just say this. The problem with Kay and Kayla is that you guys do not hold each other accountable. No, because see, I'm objective. You didn't even let me finish what I'm gonna say yet.
I'm just clarifying.
You see what I'm saying? Like you reacting emotionally, and I'm just chilling. I actually agree with you.
Talking about problems with people.
All of this is our opinion. It's all our opinion. We didn't say what is the fact. JR don't ask questions to say what's the statistical fact. He says, what do you guys think? Do you think this, that, and so? Who benefits this? It's all our opinion. So I don't need you to state that in order for me to continue what it is that I'm about to say. But the problem with Kay and Kayla is that it's so disingenuous in that you guys never, ever, you always look to come to each other's rescue and validate each other's point. Now, Kayla, people would take what it is that you say a lot more serious if you then look to Kay and say, well, why is it that you tried to dispute the data that Amira had gave previously about women filing for divorce when it's still true that women file for divorce the overwhelming majority of the time. So you look biased. Y'all look biased when you come to each other's defenses just for the sake of being right instead of authentically having a conversation.
It's not that.
I'm authentically having a conversation. You can't tell me that I'm not authentic. Are you in my brain? Are you in my head? You can't tell me that I'm not authentic. I'm saying how I feel it when I feel it. You don't control me or what I think or how I feel.
What does controlling you have to do with anything?
What I'm saying isn't genuine, that I'm doing something for some reason or another. I was the one that was actually speaking. I was the one that was actually started.
But you don't even have no context by which they were having a conversation. Because and I'm gonna tell you why it looks biased. I'm gonna answer your question.
I was the one
I'm going to answer the question as to why it looks biased. Is because you have no clue on what that conversation was between Kay and Amira previously, but you felt compelled to jump in with your rah in order to support Kay's argument as though you even had any context of the conversation.
I think that's what I
all you know is what we're telling you.
It has nothing to do with context.
And that portion of the conversation. Hold on, Kay, stop.
It's about the principle.
Exactly.
I'm not even talking to you.
One mic.
Stop, bro.
As it relates to different things.
Okay, you know better because
no, but
you know better. No, seriously. You know
you
better.
Can't be like, it doesn't matter, whatever. What is it? And then on one hand, then when it's something you don't like, be like, give me the data. What's the actual?
I wasn't even talking to you, Kay.
What's the methodology?
But my point is that
you can't have it both ways.
Okay, just let me know when you're done.
Point is that
that's my answer. Go ahead. That was my bad. I've been trying to.
I'm just curious because in that portion of the conversation, She should have just been quiet because she don't know nothing.
But it's not about what she knew.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Thank you. It's not about what she knew, though. That's why I jumped in, because you're not correct. It has nothing to do with the percentage itself. It has to do with the inconsistency. Sorry. If you on one hand are like, why does the data matter? It's still close. But then somebody else says something. It's like, what's the exact You want exact when it's something you don't agree with, and you want old ballpark within 50% when it's something you don't. That doesn't make sense.
How do I want anything? And I wasn't even a part of the conversation.
I'm not talking about you, Anton. I'm not talking about you.
The point that I'm making is this.
I'm talking about what Kayla was jumping in about.
Exactly.
The point that I'm making is this.
Exactly it. It was about the principle.
It's clear that you guys are more concerned with being right than getting to the truth of whatever it is that we're talking about. That's my whole point.
You didn't say that. Every person
arguing numbers. Remember? Concerned about being right.
Why are you saying that to us?
All of our opinions are right.
I'm saying it because Kayla clearly.
I mean, everybody.
Kayla clearly displays bias when it comes to supporting your narrative, even when she don't know what she's talking about. So it's clear she's more concerned with being right than it is that she is getting to the truth. As a matter of fact, she would have even been more.
Clarify my whole intention. So
just because you talk more over me doesn't mean that you're gonna necessarily get better. But she would have been even more like objective if she would have even just asked the question as to get in the context as to what happened.
Are you going to speak for me? Every time it's time for me to speak, I'm gonna just let you speak, since you telling me what I need to say the whole show. You can just talk when it's time for me to talk, and then you can talk when it's time for you to talk too. So you can hear yourself more. There
you go with that masculine energy again.
Oh,
we keep telling you about
masculine
that
because I am coming for you. It's not. I'm calling
How you gonna come for me?
It's not masculine. I'm calling you out. It's very rude of you to be telling me what I need to be saying on this show. I'm telling you that you're not going to do that. That doesn't make me masculine. I'm telling you that you need to stop speaking for me. That doesn't make me masculine. And I'm actually giving you the opportunity to hear yourself speak more by letting you have my time when it's time for me to speak. I don't know how that's masculine, but go right ahead, Anton.
How you gonna come for a dude with a reindeer hoodie on? Like, I'm not even in the confrontational mood right now. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I ain't got my voice raised. I'm just slow motion. I'm being objective. When you said something, I agree with you. When I think it's right, look at you. You don't even look. I'm in peace. I'm in peace, and you still talking over me. Why? And that's why I say it's so much masculine. It's so much masculine energy, because how can you come for a dude with a reindeer hoodie on?
Are you gonna get a new line? Like, it's been like 2 months.
He's been saying it. He said the first show I was on. He was why are you so masculine?
He has no other rhetoric or no other.
Okay, that's not true. I said that I gave you a lot of credit in being in your feminine energy on some shows too.
No, I'm talking about from the first. I'm just saying you've been saying this for a long time.
I mean, if I see a chick in a masculine energy, then they masculine. Like, don't get mad at me because I call a spade a spade.
Go upside down.
Okay, why is you even talking to defender? It don't make no sense. This is what I'm saying. You're no other person on the panel. You don't see Rilla jumping in to defend me. You don't see Trill or JR jumping in to defend me.
I've seen it.
You don't see none of that. But what we see right here,
Kayla, you said both of our names.